that sense in me planting. But I'm an addy down in the juggling. I feel rumors of war. Please, Mr. Officer, let go me hand. You don't know me and you don't understand. You see me flashing a Chris rental. So you take that, me a criminal. Rumors that spreading. Claim that I sense in me planting. But I'm an addy down in the juggling. I feel rumors of war. Rumors of war. I keep a dancing to nice up the place. Me buy no liquor and red off them face. Make man and man have money to spend. And all the youth them know me and them friends. Rumors them spreading. Claim that I sense in me planting. But I'm an addy down in the juggling. I feel rumors of war.
All right. I want to give a call. Halal, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. So all praises to the Most High in the name of His begotten Son. So we're going to get into the lessons of rumors. The lesson of rumors. And how to, when an accusation comes out on a brother or a sister, how to deal with that in a righteous way. And also a little bit about how to prevent, like a little bit of a way to prevent, just people bearing false witness on you in the first place, right? So we're going to go into a couple of scriptures and hopefully you brothers and sisters will be edified. All right, so this is Deuteronomy 19 and 15. It says, "One witness shall not rise up against a man for any iniquity or for any sin. In any sin that he sinneth, at the mouth of 2 witnesses or at the mouth of 3 witnesses shall the matter be established," right? So we're quick to condemn on a matter, like just as a people, you know what I'm saying? Like something outrageous will come out. You got different accusations that'll come out on a brother, a sister, a family member, whatever, somebody in the congregation or somebody in another congregation. And, you got you got people out there that'll use that, and push a narrative so that way they can slander the other person. So, you got to be careful with that. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, bearing false witness against somebody is a major sin, that'll get you put to death. So we have to establish multiple witnesses, and, in Matthew 18 and 16, it reiterates that. But if he will not hear thee, then take with thee 1 or 2 more, that in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses every word may be established. So that goes in reverse also. It's like, all right, on one token, you're not supposed to believe just any one person saying anything. But on the reverse side also, when you're trying to establish a certain point, it's better for you to take 2 or 3 witnesses, so that way, the account is made and things are brought to the table in a righteous manner, in the right way, and so just establishing the law is in Exodus 20 and 16. Thou shalt not bear a false witness on thy neighbor. Color scheme? No, we're not trying to change no color schemes, man. All right. So and then that's another thing too, just getting back into the false witness bearing, right? By being a false witness, you have to understand, by being a false witness, that means you don't fear the Lord and you don't respect the Lord's judgment. If you're just ready to lie on somebody and say that they did something when they didn't, you straight up not respecting the Lord, and you're gonna get judged for that big time. You know what I'm saying? The Most High wants us to fear Him, a righteous fear against the Lord. You know what I'm saying? And we fear Him by keeping His commandments. So just a preventative measure, right? It's like, all right, a lot of us in the world, you know what I'm saying? Like, the reason why a lot of people sometimes bear false witness against us is because they have evil in their heart against us, straight from jealousy, or from other things. It could come from a million different places, right? But by keeping a good name, by keeping a good name, I mean, you prevent people from having that evil thought towards you. So in Proverbs 21 and 1, 22 and 1, it says a good name is rather to be chosen than great riches, and a loving favor rather than silver and gold. So we should just appreciate having a good name. Like we should try to maintain having a good name above most things. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it's a preventative measure against those who seek to destroy you, right? So in First Peter 2 and 12, it says, having your conversation honest among the Gentiles, that whereas they speak against you as evildoers, they may, by your good works, which they shall behold, glorify God in the day of visitation, right? So just not only should we, keep our conversation honest, like we should always, never be lying and trying to maintain a good name amongst each other as brothers and sisters, but we should, wherever we do and wherever we go, in our workplace, on the street, we should always have, we should just always be displaying good works, charity, humble and meekness, and be peaceable with everyone, even the nations, you know what I'm saying? Because their judgment is gonna come by you trying to like by you giving evil for evil, you know, you're gonna bring, some, they could plot against you, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna have it out for you. So just, and your day to day, you should just always keep a good name and always, speak the truth, right? And Ecclesiastes 7 and 1, it says a good name is better than precious ointment, and the day of death than the day of one's birth. So that's just reiterating the point, right? So we're going to go into Proverbs 19 and 9, which reads, a false witness shall not be unpunished, and he that speaketh lies shall perish. So that goes back to the false witness bearing. The people who bear false witness, like, their judgment is going to come. You have to understand that people who bear false witness against you, their judgment is going to come. So you don't want to render evil for evil. Don't go back and forth, trying to just defend your name and be truthful and show the good works. And don't worry, because the false witness, they're going to get their judgment, right? So you got to keep it. So the keep it 100 mantra, right? When people say, yo, I keep it 100, like that's a saying in our community. We developed it because we already got that law in us, you know what I'm saying? So we just make slang terminology to break down things that, is already in our hearts and in our minds. Keep it 100, right? So a false witness shall not be unpunished, and this is Proverbs 19:5. Says a false witness shall not be unpunished, and he that speaketh lies shall not escape. So straight up, like, just make sure you're truthful in everything that you speak, and false witnesses will never be unpunished. So now just got to remember, like, a lot of these people coming from an evil place, they got a lot of jealousy in their heart. They're bringing that old man into the truth. Sometimes when we're dealing with, brothers in this walk, like a lot of times, brothers will go back to being that old man that they once was. And you see that a lot in Israel, especially amongst brothers who was in the street, So they gotta kill that old man that they once was and become renewed in the spirit with lowly and meekness, right? So we got Proverbs 16 and 28. It says, a forward man soweth strife, right? A forward man showeth strife, and a whisperer separateth chief's friends, right? So you got to be careful, man, when you're amongst the congregation and everything. Like everybody's watching how you move. Everybody in Israel is aware of the law. So, like, we could see brothers and sisters going off from the distance, you know what I'm saying? So, like, you're going to be whispering something into the next man's ear about another brother. All you're doing is sowing in strife and discord, you know what I'm saying? So that's not a way to operate. And that goes back to the original point of having a good name and being peaceable. Like, just those type of habits are the things that will get somebody later on to bear false witness against you, because you already in the wrong for separating chief friends, for sowing in strife on another occasion. So you have to maintain that clean name, so that way you could prevent people, going against you, right? You might show a powerful display on one hand, and then on the other hand, you already have people that have something in their heart against you, so they could bear false witness against you. So that's pretty much everything's going into the same thing. So it says Proverbs 11:13, a talebearer revealeth secrets, right? But he that is of a faithful spirit concealeth the matter, right? So by bringing up old matters, you sow discord, and brothers is repented and moved on. So you have to eliminate that from your heart and forgive them and move forward. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta make sure, like, yo, brothers gotta stop bringing up the old stuff. You got a lot of brothers that's been in the truth for a while, and then they want to bring back stuff that a brother did in the past. Like, yo, just forgive the brother and keep it moving. And by you responding or throwing a sub at another brother, that is not gonna do anything beneficial for you. Maintain that good name. You know what I'm saying? And Psalms 34:13. Keep thy tongue from evil and thy lips from speaking guile, right? So when we're dealing with that word guile, right? Guile is like crafty speech, or basically you're saying, like you're trying to play a brother so that way you can exalt yourself. That's where it really comes down to. That's anytime you're trying to play a brother in the truth. You know what I'm saying? When you speak in guile, is you trying to say something to downplay a brother, and by downplaying a brother, you're trying to exalt yourself. So first of all, second of all, you're never supposed to try to exalt yourself on any level, man. It's supposed to always be humility and meekness at all times. And a lot of brothers need to be reiterating that more. That's something that I think that I hold high. That's probably my strength, or something that I want to preach a lot, because a lot of brothers don't even deal with it. It's like, just, you got to have that humble and meekness, right? So the scriptures say in Matthew 23:12, it says, and whoever shall exalt himself shall be abased, right? When you exalt yourself, when you're trying to big yourself up, you're going to be brought low. And he that is humble, right? He that shall humble himself shall be exalted. And the Lord is going to be doing that for you. Just, in your humble and your meekness, the reward is going to be the Lord exalting you. So that's how you should always move, right? And in Romans 12:17-21, we're going to get into that right now. Recompense to no man evil for evil, right? So, dealing with the recompense no man evil for evil. Just if somebody's displaying evil towards you, or even talking about you, or even bearing a false witness to you, etc., you keep the truth. Keep truth as your weapon. Keep the spirit as your weapon, right? Don't recompense evil for evil, because all you're doing is making yourself look wicked, right? Provide things honest in the sight of all men, right? All men. Just always keep it 100 at all times. Dealing with any nation don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Let truth be your light. And let truth be your way out of people bearing a false witness against you, right? If it be possible, as much lieth in you, right? Key thing, as much lieth in you, live peaceably with all men. So that's how you should just operate in your day to day. Just keep it peaceful, shalom, respect, even when dealing with the other nations. Keep that peace. Tell them the truth of, dealing with the scriptures. As always, tell them their judgment as always, but, keep it peaceable. It doesn't have to be strife and contention. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it 100. That's it. Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, facts, but rather give place unto wrath, for it is written, right? Vengeance is mine being the Lord, right? I will repay, saith the Lord. That's facts. Like, people think that they're going to take it upon their own hands to get vengeance, but it's the Lord's going to bring back the vengeance. You know what I'm saying? The Lord's going to raise up his elect, and then the things are going to be dealt with in a certain manner, right? So it's not up to you. It's not up to you right now to be trying to carry out vengeance and justice on your own hands. Therefore, if thine enemy hunger, feed him. If he thirst, give him drink. For in doing so, thou shalt heap the coals of fire on his head, right? Anytime you got a brother that's speaking evil against you, you're gonna feed him, give him drink, for in so doing so shall reap coals on his head, but not overcome of evil, but overcome evil with good. So that's how we should move, definitely. In Ephesians 6:17 it says, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God. So just moving with your weapon should always be the Spirit, the sword of the Spirit, and the word of God. So we're gonna give call hello Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and peace and blessings to the family. Shalom.